Hi, everyone. Given the amount of telecommuting many of us are doing right now, I think it's a good time to rethink some of our paper-based workflows in our office and consider how they may be digitized. So in this example, I'm going to demonstrate how a check request form workflow could be digitized all the way from the submission of the check request form to the approval and notification from the supervisor, and also sending the materials to the business office. So here we go. So everything begins from the Google Doc template gallery. Your employees would simply go to the template gallery and launch the check request form template. And just for reference sake, I'm leaving this window open as the fictional business office email. So we're going to come back to that here in a minute once we send this to the business office. And what opens is a form with some obvious merge tags that collect the data that we need to process this check request form, along with a space here where an approval stamp will go. So then the employee would simply go to their add-ons, and they would have installed the check requester add-on. Now, this is an internal add-on. This isn't publicly available. It's something you would build. And the nice thing about that is you wouldn't have to share your data with an outside third-party app. It's something that lives within your domain. So you click Start, and this will launch a Google form in the sidebar. And the first thing that appears in the form is the document ID question. So this document ID matches the document ID of the active document. So we would proceed to fill in the information, and this data, when we submit the form, will merge over to the Google Doc. So let's say we have a $50 request, and this is an IT. And by the way, you could have budget codes linked to these descriptors as well that populate the back end. So notice when we do this, IT, the category will show up as IT, but then also the code for that category would appear below that. And this is, maybe we're looking at HDMI cables, and I'm requesting it. And let's say I'm not using a company card, but I need to get reimbursed for this. So the check would be payable to me. I can put in my street address. And then I put in my phone number, the date needed, and then I need to pick the appropriate boxes that are here. So I want it to be mailed to my address, and this is a reimbursement. Maybe I'm replacing a broken cable. No additional comments here. And then if I needed to also submit a completed W-9 to process this, I could attach that to this form. And if I had any receipts needed to also process this request, I could attach any of those receipts. So in this case, I would, if I had that receipt for these HDMI cables, I would attach it there. I'm not going to do it in this example, but I'll show you where that would appear in this. So I'm going to hit Submit. It says your check request has been created. Please share this document with your supervisor for approval. So notice here all of the data has merged over into our Google document. Had I had any receipts or a W-9, a clickable hyperlink would have appeared next to the appropriate field. And so now I'm instructed to share this with my supervisor. But let's say I am the supervisor and I am the person approving this request. Then I would simply have access to my other internal add-on, which is simply called Approve or Deny. All right, and a variety of approval workflows could be linked to this one add-on. In this case, it's the check request. So if I want to approve this check request, I will click Approve. And what this will do is it will stamp the Google Doc with a timestamp. So if we look at the time here, March 28th, 2020, 2:38 p.m. So here we are, 2:38. So it knows exactly when this document was approved. And now I need to send this off as the supervisor to the business office. So this is where I'm now going to bring back the business office window. And I'm going back to my add-ons, approve or deny, and send to business office. Now this will prompt me, asking me if I'm ready to go ahead and do this. And I'm ready to send this check request, and I approve it. I'm going to click yes. It'll give me a confirmation. Your approved check request has been submitted to the business office. And I can see here that the business office gets this confirmation. It says this confirms that Richard Anderson check request 50 has been approved. And now it's a PDF. So it's no longer an editable Google Doc. We have a sort of a snapshot of the transaction that occurred, no longer modifiable here. And from an organizational standpoint, we've got a few things in our Google Drive folder. So the PDF check requests all go neatly organized into one folder. The Google Doc versions of them go into another folder. And of course, the add-on itself can live in this folder as well. So I just wanted to point this out to you as one way you can be creative with Google Apps Script to maintain business continuity in a distance learning environment or a distance working environment. So I hope you've found this video helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye.